Welcome to the AfterHourPod. We are Eastside Academy. It's your boy, Mr. Productions.
It's your boy section.
Hey, Wrestling Edition. AEW WrestleDream review. Did this pay per view live up to what the card was trying to provide?
Yeah, yeah. Thought it would have been underwhelming, but like five of the matches could have been match of the night, so it's pretty good.
That is true. But there is one match that people said is the match of the whole pay per view.
I
But we'll
mean,
get to that.
we'll get to it, but
Yep.
my match at the pay per view for some obvious reasons. We'll
Oh,
get to that too. We'll get to that too.
all right. Kicking off the show. Hangman Adam Page, or as I like just to call him,
Uh,
Hangman versus Jay White. Kicking off the show.
Jay White. Yep. Two former members of the prestigious Bullet Club, and they were
Bang
in
Bang
like the
Gang.
opening, yeah, Bang Bang Gang. So it's like, you know, Adam Page can be unhinged most of the time. So
Hmm.
it was a very, very, let me say, vicious match for him. He was coming out very, very vicious, even though you expect, Jay White to really like retaliate, and he ended up fighting back. Like he was selling everything very well though. I think it was fucking The Rock in there. So the match was elite. Hangman had a couple bums, so I thought no way he can't be fucking injured again, right? But no, turns out Page was like, yo, because I thought Page would have won. I thought Page would have won. But
Hmm.
when I started to see like him slowing down, and that's like a sign in wrestling, like, oh shit. It's like he gave it his all at the start. And he's starting to slow down, but White is starting to like pick up. He's countering everything now. Like he countered the buckshot at the end into a Blade Runner.
Which
So
was nice.
it was really fucking nice. And that's what got Cage right there, Page. So that's what got Page right there. So
The right person won.
the right person won.
But it seems like they're going to continue this rivalry with them, as we've
Hmm.
seen on Dynamite.
Yes, you see
Hangman,
that
attacking Jay White with his
Jay
match with
White.
Christian Cage.
You saw that powerbomb and hit on the steel steps.
Hmm.
That's where I was like, no way. But either
Man,
way,
that's
AEW to kick it off, and
people.
it was
People
gonna be
love their
that
steel
good.
steps.
It's like the steel steps are getting used in all in wrestling more.
Hmm.
It's like they're saying that's a weapon. We should really use it. You'd think. On
And
to the
now,
second match.
uh, Mariah May
Indeed.
versus Willow Nightingale for the AEW Women's Championship.
Let me talk to y'all real quick, man. Talk to y'all real quick. You see this match right here? I said last week that I had high expectations for Willow, man. High expectations. However, she's facing off against the queen of AEW, man. She's facing off against the home girl, my home girl, Mariah May. Like this is gonna be like in the future, if Mariah doesn't carry AEW or she leaves, then we're gonna have a problem, Tony. We're gonna have a problem because this has to be like all respect to Mercedes Monet, right? But this is gonna be your flagship woman, and I'm making this prediction. She's gonna be your flagship woman by the end by by March. I give it by March. Let's go through like a couple all outs, and we'll see what goes on, man. However, this match was great. Willow did her thing. She was aggressive.
Hmm.
The crowd was into it. Like I didn't expect the crowd to be that much into it, but like when Willow hit that cartwheel and that cameraman got everything together, that's what I was saying. But like May is bigger than people like think she is. She's tall and she's built. She's not like I mean she's not like let's say Jade Cargill, but you can see it on her. Like she really like works out and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You see Nigel being there, being funny again. That man, that man got the best job in in AEW. But either way, May won in the end. Was a really good match. They were hitting each other in there for real, which was kind of concerning. But this is what the women got to be doing, man. They got to look good just like that. Just like that. All right, I'm done. I'm out of here. Talk about a match I wanted. Next after that was Jack Perry versus Shibata,
For the TNT Championship.
the TNT Championship. Now, if I remember how the match started, it was like a ringside thing. They were going at it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of shit talking as expected. He spit Perry spit in his face, right? The ref was like, "Oh shit."
Oh well, that's the fastest way to catch the beats.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened. I mean, Perry was in there countering a lot, but when Shibata really hit him with what's that? What's this thing called?
Hmm?
Like the machine gun chop shit thing. And then Perry would like I thought Perry would have lost because again he didn't look right. I don't know if he looked like he was injured, but and we didn't. And here's the thing: well, I thought Perry would have lost because we didn't see his bus arrive like we
Mm.
always do. So I was like,
Yeah,
maybe
ugly ass
maybe he
bus.
just took a cab from the airport. Maybe he's here to lose. So this is why I was saying like he didn't look right. But Shibata was no selling as usual. Like he's fucking Asian version of Jacob Fatu in there. So it was a very dynamic, no pun intended. But the
Pun
suplex
intended.
at ringside was nasty.
Yes, I
When
did
Perry
see
hit
that.
that thing, that was fucking nasty. I was like, yo, is he good?
The
But
thought
either way,
process that they had to have
mm,
backstage, like, we should do this. No care to the body, but all the love to the sport.
yep. And
Where did it be?
it was like, and when they got back in the ring, they're both, cause like, look, Perry did look like he was injured. So I guess he sold that debate, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because Perry was selling everything, and Shibata was no selling. So I was like, Shibata really is gonna win this, but nope. Turns out Jack Perry won it in the end, folks. I don't remember if I predicted this. I think I said Shibata would have won, but it is what
Yeah,
it
I
is.
said Jack will win because I said it's too early in his reign for him to be coughing up that title, especially that he
Yeah.
custom designed it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not about the match; it's about what happened after the match.
Mm. Yep. We had a return, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Now we want to take this one.
Honestly, I'll take the second return.
All right. If that's the case, before the triple threat match happened, we had an well, it's not really unexpected, but we had a run in with Maxwell, Maxwell, MJF, and DG. They had a standoff in the damn ring, and of course MJF, being MJF, sees the opportunity to attack his rival. Right,
Don't be like that.
Adam
There's some
Cole.
work being put in.
Adam Cole came out, right? MJF was about to like finish Garcia, and that's why I said rival because that's not gonna end for now. Adam Cole came and chased MJF right out the ring. The crowd was on fire,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up going in the ring, shaking hands and stuff. And I'm like, okay, so if Adam Cole's back, that means MJF got to worry about him and Garcia. So either way, it's not looking good for him. No, yep, crowd was into it. Adam just ran out. They were like, no fucking way. Look who's alive. Not look who's back. Look who's alive. But yeah.
And he found his ring. It was
Hmm.
pawned in Buffalo.
Yep.
But the one thing I'll say, I know
Fucking Maxwell.
Adams returning and people haven't seen him in a while. So that pop that he's gonna get, it's gonna be like a baby face.
Mm,
So we remember the last time they seen each other in the ring. Adam Cole portrayed MJF.
yep.
And Strong was he was loading up that knee to the face. So the part for me was, okay, how are you gonna do it now? Because Max ain't forget nothing. Adam ain't gonna forget
Nope.
nothing. And we know for damn sure the fans didn't forget. So how do you reel people back in to their story with Adam being the baby face and Max being the heel? But we know how it ended with Adam being the heel and Max being the face. Because I know there was a lot of confusion on the internet and even me. But after seeing what I saw on Dynamite and seeing the good promo that Adam Cole had, I was like, you know what? Adam Cole got a point. And then Max, teased a coming out of the, coming out through the entrance to come to the ring, theme
Hmm.
song playing. Really, it was either him, via satellite or pre-recorded talking to Adam Cole. And then, Max also had a point. So I can see them, following up, well, continuing this story with, them at the reverse of their characters
In
than
my
how it
opinion,
was when it ended.
I think Garcia and MJF gotta figure that out first. Because if this is gonna be the case where MJF is gonna be outnumbered, mm, I mean he's due for, I wouldn't say he's due for a big win, but since Adam's back, MJF's life's gonna be hell now,
Mm-hmm.
basically. So if he can't
But the
wrap up
thing
what
with
he got with Garcia, it's gonna be
mhm,
bad.
I feel like it'll wrap up, but at the same time, Garcia also has his problems with the BCC. So I feel like somewhere down the line, they're gonna cost him a match because Daniel's gonna
Basically.
continue sticking his nose in Mox's business and what Mox thinks is the future for AEW. So that's how I see it. But great match from Perry. He
Yep,
retained,
great match.
as I said. Now we have the triple threat match for the international championship: Will Ospreay versus Ricochet versus Takesuke.
The flipper
And
versus the
man, oh
flipper.
man, I was happy how this match turned out because my boy finally got his shot with this title. Takesta. Oh, we've been
Oh,
waiting.
yeah, we've been waiting. It's just funny how Ricochet and fucking Osprey were in their match flipping all around. Takeshita was just outside the ring, just watching this shit like he was a fan. on that one moment. And he was like, "Oh my god, look at these two guys." Camera. I guess the camera was not supposed to pan to his face. He looked like a fan watching them, but it's really good match for the high flying people. I'm trying to remember that big moment that happened. I mean, there was a lot of great things that happened, but like Don Callis was out there.
Yeah, he was out there, and a hill
That's
turn happened.
fucking yep.
But before that
Cal
happened, we
Fletcher,
had some great things going on with the match.
yeah, nice. Cal Fletcher hit him with the screwdriver, which was fucking hilarious. Alpha hit a running knee. Takeshita.
Oh man,
But Fletcher, man, the heel turn got to be studied. Hit that man with a
what needs
tiger driver.
what needs to be studied?
The heel turn, man. You got people, who need to get to study the shit like this.
I mean, there ain't much to study. Man
Nah,
comes out
you
in a
gotta
black
study it.
hoodie,
You
attacks
gotta study it.
someone. Who could it be? We know who it is. Solo's done it. Drew's done it. Punk's done. Who hasn't done it? What needs to be studied?
Uso does it.
You can go to
Nah,
your
man.
local Walmart, go get
You
a
know who
black
needs to
hoodie.
do that shit? Brock Lesnar. Right, Brock Lesnar have to come out in a black hoodie and a black mask with some black forces. Everybody will be like, "Who's that?" And just hits the F5 and the
Ugh,
crowd goes crazy.
Brock don't need to do it.
Oh man. But either way, Ricochet hit that 450 out of nowhere. Ooh, that was good. So
Hold
much
on, didn't they
fucking
have
backflips in
a
that.
table spot? Or they were setting up for like the table spot? Because
Mm,
I want to say either the table was next to where the announce table
the
was
announcer's
on
table
that
or
side of
an
the
actual?
an actual table. Was there a table? Hmm.
I don't remember. I know the announcers table got involved, but
Hmm.
that match was really good when it comes to like a lot of reversals,
Yes.
a lot of backflip reversals,
A lot of triangles, squares, circles being used.
a lot of top rope and springboard finishers. And that's where the people on Twitter was like, "We've seen the same thing all the time, every week.
I mean, you
We
could say
want
the
to
thing
see
about
something
every match,
new."
but that won't take away the fact that they put on a performance. All three.
Yeah, they did. Like that
We
one
we
moment
knew.
where Osprey went to hit Takeshita with a clothesline. He backflipped through the clothesline. I never seen that before, and he countered. And then Ricochet came out of nowhere from the top rope and hit him with a splash. That was crazy. Mm-mm.
Now, I will say this: this part I was wrong about in the previews and predictions for WrestleDream. I said Ricochet would have gotten pinned by Takesta because I didn't see the heel turn coming up now with Kyle. But I was wrong. Will was the one that ate the pin.
Mm-hmm. Nah,
And this right
can't say I'm
here
not
was my
surprised.
match of the night. My 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Okay.
Mm-hmm. This isn't only a 10 out of 10 match, but 10 out of 10 right now.
All right,
But
cool, cool, cool.
all the same, man. Great match. And congratulations to Takeshita for finally capturing some gold.
Finally, for
I just
now.
wish he wasn't a part of the Down Callis family because I do not care about them.
Well, at least he brought them gold.
Eh, I'm a
Yeah.
Paul Heyman guy.
Oh, no.
If you're talking about gold on their resume, then Paul's your guy. But we had a returning Swerve Strickland
Mm-hmm.
in his home state. But
Swerve, swerve,
MVP
swerve.
and Shelton Benjamin came down. They want to discuss some business because they know Prince Nana didn't give Swerve the business card.
No,
They
you
was
did
trying to,
not.
convince him to, join them, get back to the
As
mountaintop.
predicted too. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I did say, yo, Prince Nana, I was gonna get like involved too.
You did say that.
It's gonna be some tension there. I can feel the storyline
Mm-hmm.
building.
Yeah, and that's what
I knew
everything
they were
that.
gonna ask him too. I knew they were gonna ask him.
Mm-hmm. But that's everything MVP was alluding to.
Mm-hmm.
And then Swerve, he was like, you know what? I lost my childhood home under you. I lost my title. Most importantly, I lost the match with Hangman with you. You always coming out dancing. You still, you
Always
still
coming out
selling.
dancing.
You still selling booger sugar to high school kids.
Well, shit.
But he said, even through all of that, no, you're a family,
Hmm.
and I won't turn my back on you. Foreshadow. Um,
I still think that's bait, man.
yeah, I can still see it happening. But Shelton said, enough with all this business knifeness. We're not telling you. We're just letting you know that this is going to happen. Starting him saying, hey, you're going to join, whether you like it or not, or we're going to have to handle this. And then, Prince and Anna tried to, separate them. Shelton said, you know what? Let me put hands on this African clown. Pushed him
Uh,
back. And then Swerve, he didn't like that. So he got up in Shelton's face, pushed him. Then, the JAG security guards and reps came out trying to, break out whatever they were trying to do. Hey, man, but
yep.
I was wrong. I thought Bobby was going to show up because once they got physical,
I
somewhat
did
physical,
too.
just from shoving,
I
I
did
thought he was going
too.
to show up.
He was there as well. I did. I thought he was gonna just come out and just cause like that triple
Hmm.
altercation thing, but I can see why they wanted to save Bobby for later. I see it.
Yeah, he was
But
supposed to come out, but they pulled the plug.
yeah,
That
it was like a
information actually
last
came
minute
out on
thing.
Monday.
It was like a last minute thing. So I'm like, you know
Yeah,
what, cool. It's cool. All I'm saying, yo, Bobby will be the AEW World Champion very, very soon.
it could be Full Gear. It could be
Could
at
be,
Winter is Coming.
could be, because
It's one of these
Tony
pay-per-views.
was in a podcast like I think 2 weeks ago talking about how great
Hmm.
Bobby is and like how like he has big plans for him. So I'm like, yo, whatever faction they're gonna feud with first, if it's gonna be the Swerve thing and they're gonna be like, of course they're not gonna really join
Plus, they
forces
did
right now,
invite
but
the Acclaim.
they did. So
Now,
maybe
Mox, not Mox,
we'll get to
Max,
that.
he pocketed the card
Yeah,
when Anthony said, nah, we good. And Billy didn't hear none of this.
I feel like he knew behind his back about it,
Mm.
but he can't really do anything about it.
And then Mercedes, she also has a card.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, what are they going to
Mercedes,
do?
Mercedes. Hey, all I'm saying, AEW is looking very unpredictable now, and that's what makes it so good. It's like they use the factions so well, like better than even WWE. So a lot of expectations to
You know what?
unfold in the
This
coming
this,
what
this thought
months
just
or
popped in
so.
my head.
Uh,
So at Bad Blood, we know Triple H was asked, about the lack of black talent being used and all that. And Triple H was like,
you know,
I don't see, color. I don't see this, I don't see that. I see, his
I
stars,
mean,
the
to
people
be
that they
fair,
are.
yeah, but to be fair,
So,
it's Triple H. He can't make everybody shine. Like somebody has to sell, somebody has to like be buried or so. I don't really like using buried, but it is what it is. Not
but those
everybody like the way how Tony works from Triple H. Tony wants everybody to shine, but Triple H understands like in a business, right? You can't have everybody shine because eventually people are gonna be like, I should be the highest paid. I should be the highest paid. And even though it's still wrestling, a lot of people will leave WWE. A lot of stars will just leave to go to like other places because they feel like they can
Mhm.
either do more or get more money. So like AEW is like a big example of this because a lot of people left WWE because they felt like they weren't getting used as much or like the storyline sucked or they weren't getting enough money. So it's these same people that left WWE that Tony is literally handing them money, fame, titles, big matches, and stuff. If you just look at the roster and see all these former people, they're either like super big or super over right now, or if they're already WWE legends, they're over there doing some crazy stuff or getting paid the most.
Mm.
That's the thing. Tony can pay people. The thing Triple H
No, he
doesn't
can.
pay people.
He need
He
to
just
stop
he
paying
just
people
yeah.
because that roster is getting bigger and bigger.
Yep. But hey, is it whoever leaves AEW most likely the next destination will be either NXT or WWE. So the positive thing about this is they can get their money now from Tony. So when they leave, they can go over and they can train now. And when they leave, they could go over to WWE and get like their storyline going. Because I really, really want to see a couple of people from AEW in WWE and kind
Mm.
of vice versa.
But the reason
So
I brought that up is because we see that they don't have a name yet, so we're still calling them the Hurt Business. They're
no,
forming a lot of the
they did have a name. They did something about fist and fighting or something roughing. It was something like that. I think
I
they
don't know.
did.
Oh,
They did
they
have a
almost
name.
they
They
did.
debuted some trademark thing. Like
The
they
only
picked a
trademark that I
name, but
know is Shockwave. That's the only thing.
no, no, it was something about fists and fighting and beating people up. Well, it wasn't a hurt business. I think they said some shit on the last Dynamite. Let me at least try to look this up.
But they did give Leo Rush a business card. But what I was saying was about
Leo
the whole lack
Rush.
of black talent situation. Do you think that with this group and it's forming a lot of black talent and it's going to be a dominant group, especially with Bobby and Mercedes and Strickland? Do you think
Mhm.
this is like Tony's shot at Triple H for using a lack of black talent?
Um, no, not really. I wouldn't say it's a shot, but I think he wants to prove to Triple H that we have black talent here. You have black talent over there. It's like we can use it better than you. But if you look at the black talent that Triple H has right now, it's not. It's not really. That is gonna sound so racist. But I'm black too, so who gives a shit? It's not really up there right now. Because like, if we're being real, the only the real black talent that I'm seeing over there, if it's not Carmelo, if it's not, and I'm talking about main roster, if it's not, because I don't really consider the Samoan background to be black. They're their own category, so we're not gonna talk about them. So if it's not, I wanna say Xavier Woods. They're gonna try to do something with him. I don't know, but yeah, it's not really a diverse set either.
I mean, you
They
got
were gonna
Jade,
try
you
with
got
Boba.
Bianca.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're so predictably right now. I don't know, because I'm like at this point I was like, Jade should have been broke up with Bianca. They should have been feuding by now.
Nah, gotta
Because
slow cook it.
Jade got to be her own superstar now.
You will.
She's just riding off of shit right now. Like the hype that she had when she was coming. I remember, and we know where she's coming from, and that I think that's the point here. Right now, she just looks so underwhelming.
Mm.
So, yep,
This is, it's just gonna take its time, and when it's time to take the turkey out the oven, we
it,
all gonna
it,
be,
I hope it's not
excited
burnt.
and be waiting for, a great rivalry
I hope that
between
turkey
Bianca
won't
and
be
Jade.
burnt.
But back to WrestleDream,
Mm.
as section said, the crackhead versus the meth addict, Darby
Oh
Allin versus Brody
yes,
King.
oh, yes, 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 yes.
This was a fun match, and
It
as I said
was
before, this
very
was
fun.
a how far will Darby go match. Not too far,
Not too
but
far.
far
To
enough.
be fair, it was surprising how he didn't hit some of the moves he would really hit.
Yeah.
But after two coffin drops, coffin drops. That's just a funny name. Uh, on the steel steps, like everybody's using the steel steps now. It's just hilarious. It's a weapon. You can use it. It's legal. Even if it's a regular match, you can literally just hit your opponent's head off it. They won't. You won't be disqualified because you're not picking it up and using it, which kind of don't make sense. But as long as people keep using the steel steps in wrestling, it will be a good match. So
Hmm.
I, it was a long time rivalry thing, you know, Crackhead versus the Meth Addict. Allen had new music coming out, so that's something. But a
Um,
nice match. We were punishing each other in there. A lot of comebacks from Allen.
that's still steps spot on the side of the ring where the fans were at with the barricade. That's yikes.
Yeah, it was. It was.
Do you not care about your back?
Nope.
Your spine.
A crackhead don't care about his back.
I don't know about that. They be carrying some big heavy refrigerators.
Exactly. They don't care.
They be taking some breaks.
There are some breaks. I saw a crackhead with a bicycle and a refrigerator. I'm like, how the
But
fuck does he do that?
I felt like this match could have went either way. But the
Oh yeah,
person
he
I
could
picked
have.
won in Darby. I just hope the momentum they have for Brody doesn't die down because you have
I
something
don't
with
think he
him.
will die, but he has to get into like something new. Like whatever they want to do with him now, it has to come quick. Or like he will be pushed to the back creative, and I don't want to see that from my boy.
Mm. Do you feel like this is Darby basically climbing back up to the mountaintop since Mox kicked him off, that he has to go through all these opponents just to get back up to that title picture?
Uh, I, yeah, yeah, you
Because
can
the
say that.
promos he's cutting and the people he's just randomly having open challenges with, that's what it seems like. Like he has something else to prove since Mox, booted him off the mountain.
Mm. All right, I can see it.
That's what it feels like. Especially the promo that he cut with about him on the bus and all that. I was like,
Mm.
that's what it looks like. It's like, okay, this is the angle you're going with. I can see it. It fits Mox, not Mox. I keep saying Mox. It fits Darby. But anyway, great match.
Yeah, great match.
So the next match, the 2 out of 3 falls match, hologram. Green Ranger versus the Beast Motos.
Yes, that Power Ranger versus the alien guy type match. This match was very strange.
Strange but fun.
Strange, very strange. But Beast Mortos, his character is it's rubbing off on me. At first I was very weirded out, like, why are we
I
still
knew
doing
it.
shit like this
I
in
knew it. I
wrestling?
called it. I was
What?
like, his character's gonna rub off on me. It's gonna take some time.
Mm,
Me, it's still
but
taking time. Like
yeah,
in ring work, amazing. But the character
he,
is
he's
taking
doing what
time.
he can. But I feel like down the road, he's gonna remove the mask.
Mm,
Like, he's gonna be done with it, right? A lot of people, a lot of people say like when he removes, it will be like a different and more like vicious person. Like
like how
people
it
are
was with
comparing.
Kane,
Yep, you
like the
were
first
saying like,
time.
yeah, it's gonna be bad.
But the one thing
That's
I'll
why
say about
like,
this match,
mm,
Hologram won the first fall because usually the heel
mm,
usually wins the first fall, and the babyface has to make a
usually,
comeback. But
mm,
Hologram won, and he won with a blue Thunder Bomb. The
yep,
same move that everybody hits that never takes nobody, especially Sammy, and he won that fall with it. And it was a more modified version of the Blue Thunder Bomb.
mm,
That's why I was shocked on that. I was like, whoa, that move doesn't get no respect. And it's a nice move. But then the Beast Mortos, he wins the second fall.
mm-hmm.
But I want to say that, was it from the top rope or was it him doing the suicide dive? Like
Go for the second
the
fall.
way hologram had landed, like I don't know if he missed with his, no, he didn't miss. It's how he landed. His ankle or his knee.
But when he did the moonsault,
No,
he did the moonsault outside of the
was it
ring.
a moonsault? I think it was a moonsault. But the way he landed, boy, the first person I thought about was like, no. I was like,
Oh,
the first person I thought about was AJ.
mm.
Because freak accidents, they happen.
Bro, AJ's out for another year. It's crazy.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
Because the recovery time is gonna be like, ah. And the thing is, the rumors are like, yo, AJ is gonna actually be retiring soon too, because he's gonna do like one last run thing, and he's gonna like step down. And now he's out for another year after he just came back.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
So whatever they're gonna be planning, it's gonna have to be on the shelf for now.
All I can say is get well soon, AJ.
Mm-hmm. Damn.
But hologram takes the third fall and wins the whole match.
Yep.
Great match. They showed out. The
Great
crowd
match.
loved it.
There was reverse
But
hurricane run on the
now,
apron. That was good.
going into this match, I did not care how it ended. I cared. But
With India, I cared.
on to the tag team match: the Young Bucks versus Private Party.
Yes, the match that I expected the Young Bucks to literally dominate. However, it really wasn't the case because Private Party put up quite the fight. Maybe it's the thing about black talent being used a lot. I guess Tony wanted them to go out and show out versus the Young Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
There was a crowd was into it. A lot of counters by the Private Party. Zay won. I think when Nick was in and Zay was there, they were going like bang for bang, right? The crowd
Mm-hmm.
was like, yeah. And that part, I was like, oh, that's so hilarious because you think the crowd loved the Young Bucks more, but I guess the crowd was just
Nah,
saying, you know what, we wouldn't mind seeing a Private Party win this.
because they want
And
somebody
of course,
new.
and so
They
when they
got a
hit the
great
gin
tag
and
division. It's
juice,
just no one gets used.
mm,
And this was the opportunity for the crowd to be like, you know what, we're going to support Private Party.
mm, the gin and juice they hit, that name is just funny because of Snoop Dogg. So when they hit
Hmm.
that gin and juice from the top rope, and I'm like, please no, because I'm like, why do they look so good? Don't tell me Young Bucks are finally gonna lose.
That's what it felt like. Because them close near fall pins, man, I thought it was up,
There was
and I
like a
did
two
call for
count
Private Party
that looked
winning.
like a three. It was a two count that looked like a three. And I'm like, no fucking way. And the ref was like, one, two, three. Kicks out. I'm like, huh? Did they lose? Did they lose? The ref was like, yo, that's two. Are you sure? It look like you counted a three right here. I guess maybe they'll bring that up down the road. But that avalanche cutter, I
Hmm.
always love seeing cutters like that. Think Cody got to hit one of those. Nah, he'll break his back. But man, oh, Walking Dead is on sale. Hmm. I'll maybe do something about that later. But great match. Cassidy got a big pop for kicking out of the trigger.
The EVP trigger.
Yeah, EVP trigger. So the crowd, everybody thought it was over. Basically, yeah, I, mean, I did too.
I thought the
And then when
same.
he kicked out, everybody literally stood up when he kicked out. Fucking crowd was like it was loud in there. Probably one of the loudest matches the whole card. So it it was a great match. I I give it a 9 out of 10. It, stuff could have been
I
faster,
gave
but
this
it's a good match.
a 10.
Another 10?
Yeah, this was my second 10. They
Ooh.
kept me invested the whole time. There wasn't a single part in this match I was like,
Mm.
eh.
Eh.
It wasn't. Like, man,
Man,
they
but
kept
Zay
me
was
invested.
crying like a bitch after the match, man. What you crying for, man? Y'all nearly won. What y'all crying for?
It's listen, it's the emotion, man. It's the it's the
Emotion.
fact
That man was
that they were
crying literal
this
tears.
close.
That man wasn't faking that. He was crying
Oh no, I'm not
tears in
saying
there.
that. I'm just saying, they
That
were
man was
this
like,
close.
"Oh my god!" I'm like, "Man, get the fuck out of here!" Man, crying like he just got word that somebody died or something. Like, come on, bro. You'll get more shots, bro, but please don't cry after all of them. And then we have Chris Jericho versus Marky Briscoe.
Section's favorite match. This is your favorite. Hey man, hey,
Favorite
go on
match.
with it.
Whatever. uh, so of course Jericho tried to play his mind games, and the code of honor thing was broken when
Hmm.
he tried to disrespect Mark Briscoe's brother. I don't know. I don't really
Yep.
sit well with that segment, you know, because
Oh, with him bringing up
I don't know who wrote
Jay.
that, but to be honest, that's a low blow. Can't really do that. It's Jericho. You
Hmm.
think that's his character, right? And Mark made him pay for it, but still, I don't think they should have went that route.
I feel like
But either way,
Jay,
wrestling.
not Jay, Jay's family, yes, and Mark. I feel like they had to sit down in a conversation
Oh, they
about
definitely
this.
did. Because no way he could have just said that
So
on
I
live
felt
TV.
like if they were comfortable with it,
I
then me
wouldn't be.
hearing it, I wasn't gonna feel too uncomfortable with it.
Because
That was the
Jericho went
thought
in on
process
it.
with me.
Yeah, but Jericho went in on it though. He was like saying like, "Oh, yeah, he ain't here to see you fail now, and that's a good thing that he's not here anymore." And I'm like, "But damn, that's fucked up." But if you're gonna do all this for wrestling, I guess be my guess. Bill came out, interfered, of course. OC showed up, drove him out. Uh, I did say it was gonna be a fair singles match in the end, and it was
It was.
until Brian Keith showed up. That fucking bastard. Let me tell you something about Brian Keith, man. I don't like that guy. Like that guy at all, man. He gonna guess what he gonna get one day, man. And I'm gonna be there laughing. I'm gonna be there. I'm the first guy that's gonna be there too. But that he came out, attacked Briscoe. Rocky Romero. I mean, don't get me wrong about the guy. He's a little bit, cuckoo. But put Osho through the table. He set up like fucking 20 minutes earlier. Jericho got right back up and used Jay Cutler to get no what? Jay Driller, right?
Hmm?
Still don't like that name. Keep calling it Jay Cutler. But Jay Driller, Mark kicked out and he was fucking mad as shit. And he was like, I I gotta win this match now because I guess the crowd was dying down too.
Yeah, they were saving the
Crowd
energy
was
for the
like,
main event.
because like you got all these guys coming out and attacking each other, and the crowd was in it, but then at the end they were
Hmm.
dying down. So I guess Mark realized, and he was like, "Okay, I gotta win now." This match felt rushed at the end. I knew Jericho would have lost anyways, but it's like out of nowhere, Jericho got up, Mark got up and went immediately in the ring, and they finished the match as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
Because like Jericho was not supposed to get up that quick after that table thing, but it is
Hmm.
what it is.
Hey man, but
Not a bad match. I
not a
give it a
bad
six.
match.
I give it a
The right
six,
person
maybe
won.
seven. Yeah,
Yes, please keep Jericho away from any belts anytime soon.
and please don't mention Mark Briscoe's brother anymore.
That
Please.
too.
But yeah, um, let's just stay away from Jericho for now, please.
Yes,
For
him
now.
and the learning tree. Keep that
Earning
all to yourself.
tree. And now we have,
The main event.
yeah, main event. I was like, did we
Oh
have
boy,
something else? No, we didn't.
this
Brian
match,
Danielson versus the D1 crash out himself,
John
John
Moxley
Moxley.
for the AEW Championship.
The main event started so late too. It was like 11:30.
Yes.
That's what made this because the crowd was like, yeah, no one's gonna leave until we see this
No.
shit. So like as
And
soon
boy,
as
when
they
I
both
say the
came out,
crowd picked up, they
the
picked
crowd
up.
was at the crowd was at a decibel where I was like, God damn, is this a match or is the crowd seeing something that I'm not seeing? So the final countdown, and
Man,
Brian
the
gave
money
it
Tony
his
keep putting
all.
out to have that song played.
Hmm. Yep,
Man.
it just kept fucking playing, and then I was like,
I thought that was gonna play
is it?
throughout the whole match.
Nah, man, that would have been some superhero shit.
I forget the name of the matches that they always have, but like they'll have music playing in the background. What's it called? Is it
That's rare though.
the Anarchy matches
It
that they
would
be
be.
having, and they'll have the music playing throughout the whole time. That's what I thought they were
I
doing
used
for
to
him.
not like those because I'm like that's so corny and that's very distracting to even the referee.
It is,
Sometimes the
but for
referee
this
get like,
match, this specific match, I was like, it suits it. because it's
Yeah.
like once the music stops,
I thought
it
it was an
the
engineering
career of
issue
Brian
until I still see
Danielson
like,
is over.
yeah. I thought it was an engineering issue until I see the lights were still flashing in the back too, and I'm like, yo, this guy got his whole entrance still playing.
Hmm.
Referee like ring the bell, and they were fighting for like fucking 3 minutes, and it's still playing.
Yep.
But yep, great match, man. Danielson gave it his all. A lot of
Hmm.
big time hits and bumps in that match.
Strong hits.
hmm Marina, of course, she had to do something.
Oh man,
Like,
I'm getting tired of seeing her put hands on men. Now I'm starting to see where
doesn't matter.
Chisel got.
This man,
I'm trying to see where Chisel came from about the whole Rhea putting hands on men if men can't put hands back. I'm starting to see it because it's driving me
because
up
they're
the
trying to
wall. I don't
trying to crash
condone
out, bro.
men
Send
on
Randy Orton over
women
there.
violence. I don't.
Send Randy
But
Orton over there. Randy hit a RKO on fucking Alexa Bliss, and that looked hilarious because she's so short. Randy's like, yo, these hands are ready to eat for everyone. Let's send him over
I'm
there.
at a
See if
point where it's like,
well, she tried to distract the ref like all fucking day. So
mhm. Bro, the counter. I don't know if it was a suicide dive, but the counter that Mox did to Danielson onto the was it what's the concrete?
yeah, because Marina
Yeah, it was the
removed the
concrete.
floor.
Man, that counter reversal. Once I saw that, I was like, oh, it's up.
hmm
And then kicked out. I was like, oh, he fighting.
Yep, and they
We
were
got
in
was it
there
was it two running
literally
knees?
fighting. Yep, he was gonna go for a third one, but of course Marina. Why did the
Hmm.
ref send her back? I mean, she was in there interfering all game, all
No,
day.
she eventually did get sent back.
Yeah, but it was too late.
It was
Way
late.
too late.
Yeah, it was
Way
late.
too late.
She did
Like
things that she
she
was
did her
getting away
job
with.
out there. Like like the ref had to talk to her like 4 or 5 separate times. Usually in WWE, I know this is different, but the referee only
Yeah,
gotta
they'll
talk to
talk
you
to you
twice.
once,
So, yeah, sometimes
like
once,
twice or
but
once,
like
and then
twice,
they'll send you
like
back.
they was like, yo, don't do that. I see that. Don't do that. He catch you again, you gone. So like if he knows you're gonna come out and interfere, he might send you out once. But yeah, I talked to 4 or 5 times, which was
Hmm.
crazy. So that just tells me, oh man, Daniel's gonna fucking lose. And it turns out he didn't lose. The ref was like, yeah, you're in no condition to finish this shit. That's a little rough, buddy. So yeah.
Didn't he have him in a chokehold? So like he passed out. That was
Yep.
the finish of the match that people were mad about.
hmm
Because technically they can use that as you didn't pin me, but
I mean, they used the plastic bag again right
we
after.
knew that was gonna happen. We knew that was gonna happen. They hey.
And then I guess this was supposed to be Brian's Danielson's farewell thing, where like wrestling companies will injure you before you leave. But
Mm-hmm.
that chair, the not really the edge type thing, but the chair thing with his neck,
Ooh.
I think that was. I don't think they sold that too well. I think his neck might actually be fucked up. I think he actually landed on that. But either way,
Mhm.
AEW does things a little bit too extreme, so it almost looks real. So
Yep. And then Mox won the match,
mhm.
and then Darby and Yuta came
he
down to the
did
ring
his
to
back too. He was like,
fight
ah,
off the rest of the BCC.
yeah,
And then the moment I knew what was going to happen, Yuta turning on Brian, attacking Darby. And the thing is, he wasn't like it was almost like he still wasn't all in on
ah,
portraying Bryanson.
mm,
But once he got handed that plastic bag, He knew what he had to do. He had to put that mini size clear hefty bag over his head and
Clear.
finish the job. And then what drove me crazy is the fact that the security, the babyface wrestlers that came down, they really didn't try to get in that ring to save Danielson. Even with Darby getting jumped and then handcuffed and then attacked afterwards, they still didn't try to get in there.
Who would have
Like,
turned to? Because he looked so suspicious the last few weeks.
mm-hmm. Because I thought they was gonna pull on what's his name? Roger Strong to Pete Dunne at NXT. I thought they was gonna pull
Hmm.
something like that during the tag match. Because that was a great heel turn.
Yep.
It's just
How
they
funny
really
would it be if Brian brought the final countdown to WWE?
you know how much money they would have to put out?
Bro, like the
Man,
crowd will
I can
fucking
see it, but
explode. The crowd would explode.
mhm.
Is it better than his flying Valkyrie theme? Yes, I think it is.
Mhm.
Like
But
only he can
eventually,
pull off theme songs like this.
yeah, eventually, the BCC, got overwhelmed by all the baby faces, all late.
Hmm.
Act like they ain't never got kicked by Boot before, because once they got kicked by Boot, they was down the majority of the scruffle.
Yeah.
And then, Orange came out, Cole came out, Daniel came out, Private Party got packed up a little, but they tried. Jeff Jarrett tried, got packed up.
Why is Jeff Jarrett there?
He tried.
He,
And they had to put that old cowboy down.
that man ain't no old cowboy. He a washed up dust bunny.
But eventually they retreated to BCC. And for them to end off the show with everybody just emotional on commentary, except for Nigel,
Hmm.
that shot with him just getting put on the stretcher and taken out the ring that way, that was a great way to end the show.
Yep.
I know some people didn't like it. I loved it. And then right after they left, for the BCC to leave, for them to cut a little promo with them driving away from the arena, 10 out of 10 promo from Mox.
Yep.
And for that, I'll say, what was your rating for the whole show for WrestleDream?
There's a lot of goat matches. So I don't want to give it the 10 because yes, there's some matches they didn't really handle well, but I'll give it an 8. I give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay, I give it a 9.
All right.
But now that pay per view's out the way, what do they have in store for us at Full Gear? And what does they have in store for us at Crown Jewel?
Crown Jewel
Uh,
is almost as predictable right now.
I don't think it's predictable that much. I think it's a 50-50. It's not like
For
how
which
Bad
match?
Blood, where it was like every match wasn't predictable. I feel like there are some matches that are, and there's some matches that aren't. Because I feel like with the Cody and Gunther match, it seems predictable, but it doesn't. But on that note, that brings us to the end of the wrestling edition of our AEW Wrestle Dream review.
1 hour
So, Section,
mark.
take us out.
Yes, here we go, man. Shout out to Mariah May for one last time. But thank you everybody for coming in to watch the wrestling edition of the After Hour Pod. Please remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on, comment down below what you want us to talk about. And again, thank you for watching. And this is Section signing out. See you again.
Mm-hmm. You can follow the After Hour Pod on Instagram, X, and TikTok. You can follow me at Mr. Productions 316 at Instagram, TikTok, and X. You can follow Section at,
Section J on Instagram and Twitter.
and we'll see y'all next Friday.
Mhm.